What's up, guys? Universal Mastery. So what I do on my channel is I break down the occult sciences to a practical level so that you can use them in your day-to-day life and get real, actual results. So what I'm going to be talking about in today's video is an Ars Goetia demon by the name of Bathin. Stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is definitely go and check out my Patreon. The Patreon is going to be located at the very top of the description. It's going to be the first link that says My Patreon next to it. And what you're going to gain access to if you become a Tier 2 member or up, what you're going to gain access to is an exclusive video weekly that will not be on my YouTube channel. And you'll also be getting access to the vault of videos that I already have in there. What it's going to cost to be a Tier 2 is $9.95 a month, and that's going to be a reoccurring payment. So literally what that comes out to is less than $1 a day. So for that price, with the value that's already being offered on there, you should definitely be able to afford that. And as you go up in tiers, the price goes up, but as well as the price going up, there is different benefits that are included. I have from Tier 1 all the way to Tier 4, but in order to gain access to the exclusive content, you have to at least be a Tier 2. So definitely make sure you check that out. Once again, it's going to be at the first link in the description. And I want to give a special shout out to the top tier members already. Their names are going to be mentioned right below that link. So go and check that out. Other than that, going right into the video. So we have the Ars Goetia demon by the name of Bathin. Here we go, right into the description. Bathin, pronounced as Bathin, is into herbalism, the magic of stones and gardening of different varieties. Bathin can also put you in a good mood if you ask him, or any mood of your choice. He can help with safe travels and can take you on an astral journey to other countries or places. Bathin knows the value of investments and can show you business opportunities you may have missed. Interesting. Intermediate to advanced. The tarot is going to be 10 of Pentacles. The planet is going to be Saturn. The metal is going to be lead. The element is going to be air. Color, green. The plant is mistletoe. Incense is sandalwood. The zodiac is Virgo. And the demonic N is Devon Pretor Anka Bathin. Devon Pretor Anka Bathin. Devon Pretor Anka Bathin. And that's it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So, you know, if you're into plants, if you're into herbalism, if you're into gardening, anything in that nature, Bathin seems like a great spirit for that. I'm sure that he can show you more in depth about those things. So like, for example, if you're into gardening or you want to start getting into gardening, he can probably show you correlations to specific plants, correlating to different planets, and correlating to other different magical properties. Maybe this plant, he can tell you about this plant being connected to this spirit and that spirit being connected to this planet. Maybe he can, maybe he can tell you in depth about what the specific properties of the plant are good for. Like if you have this specific plant over here, why is that a good plant to add to your garden? Or what, you know, maybe he'll influence you to want to drink green juices because it's juicing you know, essentially vegetables that are grown from herbs. All different things, you know, there's tons of different ways to take this, but it definitely seems like he specializes in that area. So I would definitely recommend working with Bathin if you have any interest in things in the nature of herbalism or plants in general. And you could even go as far as saying things with marijuana if you want to have an intense marijuana experience, because I know some of you probably smoke. Yeah, you can go as far as that. What else? So it was also talking about safe travel. So it seems like he can also give you an extra hand when it comes to traveling through the astral realm. So typically it's hard to travel through the astral realm when you're not actually a practitioner or when you're not actually practicing. So when you start to work, like let's say, like for this example, you start working with Bathin. Let's say you haven't worked with a demon or a spirit before, really, you don't really know what to expect, but now you start working with Bathin, you may find yourself starting to realize how to operate in a different plane. And what I mean by that, because that doesn't really make sense to someone who doesn't know, what I mean by that is that you'll start, let's say you start working with Bathin, you sit down, you meditate, you're actually trying to make a connection. You're sitting down and you're sitting there, and you may start to realize that as you calm your mind, as you silence your mind, you start to imagine yourself just in a different place. And I'm not even going to get specific. Like, you just imagine yourself being somewhere else. And now you imagine yourself being somewhere else, and you start to actually, in your imagination, you start to see yourself meeting Bathin. And when you do that, and this is just one example, but let's say when you do that, Bathin takes you on a journey. He literally, like, you imagine you meet him in this random place. It could be an all black place, symbolizing the void, where you're meeting him, just pure darkness, and it's just you standing there. And then Bathin comes out and he greets you, and you start conversating with him. And then he says, "Hey, come here," and he takes your hand, or however you want to see it, follow me, whatever it is, and then he just starts traveling, and you start traveling through the astral plane. And on the astral plane, you can see many different things. It doesn't necessarily just have to be different countries or states or whatever it is. You can go to completely different planes that you won't necessarily see here on Earth. So it seems like definitely Bathin is good for that, and I'm sure he can also teach you how to travel on your own. So yeah. So that's my little spiel on how I feel like Bathin would be able to influence you and your practices. But other than that, I'm going to wrap it up. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the like button over here, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell above it as well, because I post videos as often as I can. And definitely make sure you go and check out the Patreon. It's going to be the first link in the description at the top. Then go to the link below that. It's going to take you to the Streamlabs merch, where you can place an order for a Hecate Sigil shirt that they will literally ship right over to your door. Then go to the third link below. That's going to take you to the Facebook community. When you go there, you're going to see a pinned post that says private group. Click that. It's going to take you right to the private group. Request to join. I'll add you in. And that's going to be it, guys. So I will see you on the next video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night wherever you are. Peace.